Welcome to Pathways by Path. I'm Evan Rhodes. This is a show about the decisions, challenges, and journeys shaping competitive tennis. Last week, Ana Solano called the development pathway a long, winding river and pointed to the people standing on the riverbank. Today, that's exactly where we are, with the parents. If you've ever watched a junior tournament, you know the parent on the sideline is sometimes the most stressed person on the property. The kid is playing, the parent is dying. My guest today is the mother of a junior tennis player, Rachel Brennan. Welcome to Pathways by Path.
Thanks, Evan. The hardest lesson I learned, and it took me years, is that my child's tennis career doesn't belong to me. My job isn't to coach from the fence or to relive my own ambitions. My job is to drive the car, pack the lunch, and keep the home a soft place to land. The minute I tried to do more than that, my kid got worse at tennis and at being themselves.
My kid got worse at being themselves. That's a sentence that needs unpacking. What were you actually doing? What does doing more look like from the inside?
Shouting encouragement between games, signaling from the stands, like pointing to my head to remind them to think, giving a 20-minute analysis on the drive home. I thought I was helping. I'd watched every match, I'd read the books, I understood the tactical stuff. I genuinely believed I was qualified.
But you weren't.
But I wasn't. And neither are most parents, including the ones who actually played the sport. Because coaching your own child is a completely different skill set. You can't be objective. Every loss lands on you as a parent failure. And when you operate from that place, everything you say adds pressure instead of removing it. The kid stops playing for themselves. They start playing for you.
And they feel that.
Oh, they feel it immediately. Like, kids are incredibly good at reading their parents. Like they know when your approval is conditional on the score. They know when you're tense on the sideline. They know when the car ride home is going to be a debrief. And all of that is information they're processing while they're trying to play a sport that requires complete focus. You become another opponent.
That's a brutal way to put it. Another opponent.
It's accurate, though, and there's a money layer to it that nobody talks about. Honestly, once you've spent $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on a junior career, you start doing math. You start needing a return, and the moment the game becomes about your investment, it stops being about your kids' development. I have watched parents pull kids from great coaches after one bad tournament, not because the coach was wrong, because the parent was scared.
So the money changes the relationship with the result.
The money changes the tolerance for patience. If the career were free, you'd let your kid have a slow year. Once it's expensive, a slow year feels like a catastrophe, and that fear travels. The kid absorbs it. The coach feels it. The whole triangle gets tense.
Let's talk about the coach relationship, because that's the piece parents often get wrong. You're writing the check, you're watching every match. How do you stay out of the way without being completely absent?
The rule that changed everything for us. I stopped debriefing the coach after matches. I'd watch practice. I'd ask one question a week in writing with no expectation of a quick answer. One question. That's it. The moment I started treating the coach as a partner instead of a contractor I was evaluating, the whole dynamic shifted. My kid's coach said something to me that I'll never forget. He said, "Rachel, the best thing you did this year was get quiet."
Get quiet. That's a whole coaching philosophy in 2 words.
Because the noise a parent makes, even the supportive kind, lands differently on a kid during competition. The clapping, the nervous walking along the fence, the face you make when they miss a backhand. All of it is data the kid is reading while they're trying to play. The quieter you are, the more bandwidth they have to actually compete.
So what about after the match? The drive home is the moment most parents get it wrong. How did you learn to handle that?
I had a rule with myself. No tennis for 20 minutes after a loss. We'd talk about dinner, we'd listen to music, we'd stop for gas, and after 20 minutes, if my kid wanted to talk about the match, they would start it. Not me. If they didn't bring it up, we didn't talk about it. Full stop.
That takes real discipline.
It does. Because every instinct is telling you to help. You saw things. You have notes? You just want to be useful. But the match isn't yours to process. It's theirs. And the fastest way to ruin the car ride home is to turn it into a film session. The kid needs to feel like they can lose in front of you and have it be okay. That the loss doesn't change anything about where they're headed next or how you feel about them.
And that's the soft place to land.
That's all of it, really. They need to know that when everything outside feels hard, the losses, the rankings, the pressure, they can come home, and it's just home. That's the job. It sounds small, it isn't.
Rachel just said something I want every listener to hold on to. Keep the home a soft place to land. That line is going to echo through this whole season. I'll say something here that's important to this show. The reason Path exists is exactly what Rachel described, a triangle: the player, the parent, the coach. When those three are not aligned, decisions feel inconsistent. Which tournament, what level, when to push, when to step back. Path is being built so that Triangle has one shared place to plan together, not three separate conversations happening after every match. Next week, we step from the sideline back onto the court with the third corner of the triangle, the coach. We'll talk about what a great coaching philosophy actually looks like and how to know when to walk away. That's next week on Pathways by Path. I'm Evan Rhodes. Thanks for listening.